Teofimo Lopez has just released new clips from his training camp, and fans are watching them on repeat. The version of Lopez we're seeing now feels completely different from before. The distractions are gone. In their place is a fighter who looks locked in, driven, and dangerously focused. Every step he takes, every breath he controls, and every punch he throws shows total commitment to the task ahead. What's really grabbing attention is his intense core and abdominal work. The drills are relentless, and nothing about them looks accidental. Each rotation, each contraction, and every heavy medicine ball strike seems calculated and deliberate. There's no flash, no extra movement, just pure intent. This looks like a fighter preparing with one clear goal in mind.
One fighter that loves what he does, you know, he loves the sport. You know, he's a crafty fighter. He's very, very intelligent in the ring. He loves to have fun when he trains, but at the same time, he's serious. So
this isn't simply preparation for his next bout. This camp is about reinvention. While fans are focused on the visible changes in his physique, the real concern spreading through the boxing community comes from the whispers inside the gym. Those working closest with him say this version of Teofimo isn't just getting ready to face Shakur Stevenson. He's studying him, breaking him down, getting ready to crack one of the most complex challenges the sport has to offer.
Add some slips in it. Add some slips. Bring going. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Nice. Come on. Come on.
Inside this training camp, Lopez isn't simply pushing himself harder than before. He's rebuilding himself step by step, repetition by repetition, into a sharper version of who he used to be. Teofimo has never lacked athleticism, but this form of him looks shaped by control and commitment. Every clip coming out of camp tells the same story: growth. The flashy routines are gone. In their place are brutal, no-nonsense workouts designed for results. He's been captured powering through demanding core sequences, holding planks until his body gives out, driving rotational strength drills, and hammering medicine ball throws that shake the gym. This isn't about appearance. It's about functional power, strength that shows up when it matters most.
you see a little bit of action that's going right here at the boxing headquarters. And this is a hub for fighters, you already know. So, we're gonna see what work you're gonna get done today.
Every drill in this camp has a purpose. It's all designed to sharpen the snap on his punches and build the kind of late-round burst he'll need against a precise operator like Shakur Stevenson. According to strength and conditioning coach Rob, who's been overseeing this evolution, Lopez's natural gifts are the foundation of everything they're doing. He believes Teofimo brings rare offensive explosiveness and a clear athletic advantage into this matchup. That advantage is what the entire camp is centered around, converting raw athletic ability into lasting stamina and transforming speed into a calculated weapon. It's not just about being fast or powerful. It's about making those traits count when the fight reaches its toughest moments.
I think Teo is offensively explosive, and he definitely has the athleticism edge over Shakur. Now, I think Shakur's defense is high caliber, and his IQ is also high caliber. So it's a really good matchup.
Rob has made it clear that the focus goes beyond raw power. The priority is total body synchronization and smart energy use, so Lopez can stay composed instead of wasting fuel trying to track Shakur's movement around the ring. And while the physical upgrades are obvious, everyone in the gym understands that the real shift goes far beyond conditioning drills and sweat-soaked sessions. This camp isn't just about the body, it's about the mind. The visible muscle is only the outer layer. The most important changes are happening mentally. For Teofimo Lopez, the toughest opponent has never stood across from him under the lights. It's been the internal battle. After years of criticism over lapses in focus and emotional reactions, he's now learning how to channel that fire with intention, turning intensity into a controlled weapon instead of letting it run wild.
Teo, I feel like Teo gotta go in his bag and pull something out he's never used, which is be over aggressive, be nasty, but still be Teo. You know what I mean? I'm saying that because I never seen Teo just get ruthless, and I think that's what he has to do against the Shakur. You know what I mean? If he get ruthless, you know what I'm saying? If he get ruthless, I think this is a great fight.
Trainer Greg Hackett didn't sugarcoat it. He says Teofimo has to reach deeper than ever before and bring out a version of himself the world hasn't seen yet. Relentless, unforgiving, but still true to who he is. That word still matters. Hackett isn't asking for reckless behavior. He's demanding discipline damage. The kind of pressure that overwhelms opponents while keeping Lopez firmly in control of his own tempo. Those close to the camp describe a very different atmosphere around him now. Lopez is more reserved, more aware, and far less affected by outside chatter. He arrives before most, leaves after everyone else, and keeps the spotlight at arm's length. Everything about this version suggests focus, intention, and quiet confidence.
You think you can fuck with me?
For the first time in years, it doesn't feel like Lopez is chasing approval. He's chasing clarity. This camp isn't fueled by payback or the need to silence critics. It's about tightening the space between raw instinct and controlled execution, learning where belief ends and discipline begins. That equilibrium may be the one thing capable of unlocking the Shakur Stevenson puzzle. Every session inside Lopez's gym points toward a single objective: figure Shakur out. Stevenson isn't just smooth, he's among the most defensively refined fighters of his era. His foot positioning, his angles, and his talent for making world-class opponents swing at air are what Lopez is dissecting day after day. Coach Rob breaks it down simply. Shakur's defense is elite, his ring intelligence is sharp, and he knows exactly when to take advantage of small mistakes. Because of that, Lopez's camp has been built around a clear principle: accuracy before brute force. The team has brought in sparring partners who mirror Shakur's movement and rhythm, forcing Lopez to control space and cut off exits instead of wasting energy giving chase.
And box circles around Teo, we don't know. But definitely with the athleticism edge, I'm going to give it slightly over to Teo. But, you know, not saying that Teo doesn't have a good IQ. I just think Shakur's IQ is very, like, I know people know that he's a smart fighter, right? But I think that when we talk about fighters throughout these eras, he's not really mentioned in these things because of the opposition who he has faced.
The emphasis now is on restraint rather than constant aggression. It's about entering range with a plan, managing space intelligently, and creating exchanges that favor him. Those watching the camp say Lopez has been refining feints, sharpening quick defensive recoveries, and adding compact pivots, subtle adjustments meant to throw off Shakur's timing. The goal is to make every square foot of the ring count, so when Lopez moves forward, it's deliberate, not reckless. Still, even with a detailed blueprint in place, one element remains impossible to predict: Teofimo himself. Because regardless of how polished the game plan is, everything hinges on which version of Lopez walks into the spotlight on fight night.
But he does have some great IQ, and from a coach's standpoint, I get to see how he does certain things, why he does certain things. I'm like, that's smart, you know, and he capitalizes. He got good range control, so it's going to be interesting for sure.
Very few fighters in the sport carry the same level of unpredictability as Teofimo Lopez. On certain nights, he looks untouchable, fast, powerful, assured, and dangerous in every exchange. On others, he seems out of sync, waiting for a flow that never fully develops. That duality is exactly what makes him so captivating and so unsettling to watch.
But I think that Teo got a chance to buzz or hurt Shakur. Got speed, he explosive, but sometimes it's all based off athleticism with Teofimo versus like the basics. Shakur got better basic fundamentals to where he know his style. He can have his style together even because the way he fight it ain't all that extra stuff.
Former champion Mickey Bay summed it up perfectly. Lopez is a fighter of extremes, brilliant one moment, inconsistent the next. You never quite know which version will show up. But Bay believes if Shakur is even slightly off his game, Lopez has a real path to victory. That's the risk baked into this matchup. When Lopez is fully dialed in, his combination of speed and power is enough to break almost anyone down. But if there's even a brief pause or lapse in focus, Shakur Stevenson has the precision and patience to capitalize instantly. It's pure theater in the ring, raw bursts of intensity colliding with calculated calm. Fire versus ice, playing out in real time.
So to me, Teo a little extra with his fight, with his style. So if he kind of leap in with a lot of punches, with speed, explosive. But to me, Shakur more settled in with his style. He know who he is. Like, he know how he gonna fight. And he know that it's gonna go, in his mind, he's looking forward to go 12 rounds.
Within the camp, everyone understands how little room there is for mistakes. That's why each workout is approached like a title round, fast-paced, focused, and unforgiving. There are no shortcuts and no wasted minutes, because a single careless exchange, one wrong step, or a split second of hesitation could separate triumph from disappointment. Every aspect of Lopez's movement is being reworked. The reckless lunges and wide power swings are being phased out. In their place is a sharper, more calculated style. He's being trained to operate with accuracy, compact footwork, cleaner angles, and efficient combinations. Trainer Greg Hackett's instructions cut through the gym, urging him to stalk with intelligence rather than rush in blindly. Short steps. Close the distance. Stay quick. Don't rely on one massive shot. That message has become the foundation of the entire camp.
Saying is, when you're tracking a guy down and getting out of the habit of loading up one shot, that means you got to take smaller steps and put smaller shots together. You know what I'm saying? So, in a sense where Teo like to jump, you got to stop that jumping. You know what I mean? Take smaller steps, inch in behind smaller jabs, smaller right hands. Be a little bit more quicker. And try to keep it at a minimum of like 4 punches.
The team has designed entire sparring blocks around this approach, forcing Teofimo to advance, pivot, and reset within the tightest margins. The objective isn't chasing highlight reel knockouts. It's about owning the real estate of the ring and making Shakur respond on his terms. Those watching from inside the gym say Lopez now treats each round like a strategic puzzle. Every jab serves as a measurement. Every feint gathers information. Every encounter teaches him something new. He's learning how to recognize tendencies and set traps rather than rushing in and overextending. This is a different version of Teofimo Lopez. He still carries serious power in both hands, but now he understands timing, knowing when to unleash it and when to hold back. His team believes that if he can merge raw explosiveness with tactical awareness, he can interrupt Shakur's flow and find that rare balance between force and patience that separates champions from contenders. Still, even the sharpest tools are tested over time. Because in boxing, when exhaustion creeps in, even the brightest skill can dim. Every fighter claims conditioning matters, but inside Lopez's camp it has turned into a fixation. The team understands exactly what's on the line. If this fight goes into the later rounds, Shakur Stevenson's stamina could become the deciding edge. Former champion Mickey Bay put it bluntly, if it reaches the final stretch, Shakur may separate himself with superior endurance. That message didn't discourage the camp. It fueled it. Lopez's performance staff has completely reshaped his weekly schedule to mirror the demands of a full 12-round battle. Extended sparring sessions with almost no breaks, nighttime roadwork in the harsh Vegas heat, and tightly planned recovery windows are all part of the plan. They've also built in targeted drills for rounds 10 through 12, punishing finishes stacked onto the end of exhausting sparring to train his body to stay sharp and explosive even when everything is telling it to slow down. The trainers track everything: heart rate surges, breathing patterns, and fatigue markers, to make sure Lopez can reset during a round without losing his rhythm. What looks like routine training is really an endurance battle in disguise. When the lights are brightest and the tempo shifts into calculated exchanges, the fighter who still has reserves usually controls how the fight unfolds. But no one in this camp believes conditioning alone decides outcomes. Fitness is only the fuel. What truly matters is how it's applied. This matchup isn't just about who's stronger or who lasts longer. It's strategy wrapped in violence, a thinking man's fight hiding beneath the chaos. And in moments like that, survival often favors the fighter who can stay sharp when everything around him breaks down. On the surface, this matchup reads like a clash of opposites. Raw athleticism against calculated brilliance. Chaos versus control. Teofimo Lopez operates like a strike of lightning, sudden, unpredictable, and devastating when it connects. His camp believes that kind of explosive movement can disrupt any flow, even the tight defensive structure Shakur Stevenson is known for. They are banking on speed, angles, and unpredictability to create moments no strategist can fully prepare for. Across the ring, Shakur's team puts their faith in precision and patience. Their belief is simple: no matter how fast or powerful Lopez appears, disciplined technique will slow him down. Shakur's defense isn't only about slipping shots, it's about planting doubt. Miss once, lose confidence, and suddenly the rhythm of the fight belongs to him. That's what makes this showdown so intriguing. The stakes run deeper than rankings. For Teofimo, this is an opportunity to rewrite his story, to silence questions and reclaim belief. For Shakur, it's about preserving an identity built on control, craftsmanship, and near-perfect execution. Two very different journeys are now set to collide under the same lights, and the result could shift the direction of today's boxing scene. When the noise fades and the final bell sounds, only one fighter will walk away with his legacy strengthened. So where does the real advantage lie? On one side stands Teofimo Lopez, the explosive athlete, unpredictable, capable of changing a fight in an instant. On the other is Shakur Stevenson, the calculated technician, composed, precise, and unshaken by pressure. Lopez may bring the physical edge. Shakur may control the mental battlefield. But boxing history reminds us that labels don't win fights. Moments do. And this bout will be decided by who claims those moments first. In this camp, Lopez isn't chasing attention or viral highlights. He's chasing growth, the version of himself that can finally blend raw power with restraint. If he gets that balance right, if he enters the ring focused and fearless, everything shifts. The perception, the career path, the legacy. When the bell rings, this won't just be about belts or pride. It'll be a clash of identities, instinct versus calculation, fire versus formula. The question that remains is simple: can Teofimo Lopez stay sharp long enough to outthink the most cerebral fighter in the sport? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. For the latest boxing news, breakdowns, and fight stories, subscribe to the Boxing Stories and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Be sure to check out our other videos. Until next time.